Would you like to read us a little from your
Yeah, absolutely.
Your current book? Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to read a bit from the prologue to The Moonlit Earth, and what the good thing about a prologue in a mystery is you don't really have to set it up. But the main character of Megan, we meet her as she is talking to two FBI agents about something her brother has done, and we don't quite know what. And she's recollecting on their childhood together, and the FBI agents are allowing her to, hoping she will slip up and say something of relevance. So instead of proclaiming Cameron's innocence, she began telling them how she had taught her brother to swim in the ocean. She hadn't taught him how to swim, of course. That had been the job of a counselor at the Pacific Beach day camp when they were both a few years younger. But getting him over his fear of the open water, guiding him by one hand to the small lip of sand on the southern shore of the Cathedral Beach Cove, and giving him the words he needed to tell himself to swim to the other side without freaking out and turning back. All of that had been Megan's doing, and there were few accomplishments in her life she was more proud of. The rules were simple. Keep your gaze straight ahead before you start. Don't even think of looking to the right, across the yards of rippling water to where the whitecaps finally break against the broad beach of mud-colored sand. Do that and you'll realize how deep the water you're about to swim actually is, and it's over. Just plain over. And remember that the long line of orange buoys intended to keep boats out of the cove are attached to the bottom so you can grab onto one if you get tired. And don't forget about the kayakers. One or two are sure to glide by every few minutes after they tire of nosing through the rocky outcroppings and tiny caverns that rim the cove. They can always help if things get dicey. But things wouldn't get dicey, she assured him, because his big sister would be right behind him, following him the entire way. And she had kept her word, dog paddling for a good part of the way so she could monitor her brother's progress. He took off from shore too quickly and veered off course within minutes, like a firefly trying to move through the hem of a taffeta curtain. And worse, his breath came so quickly in those first minutes that it looked like he was keeping time to his kicks instead of his strokes. But a little more than halfway across the cove, he found his rhythm, got his bearings, made contact with that place that exists inside every person where the fires of fear run out of fuel on the hard bedrock of our ambitions.
Thank you. That was Christopher Rice reading from his most recent novel, The Moonlit Earth, which is published this month by Scribners. Yeah.